everyone. Today our team will be discussing the phenomenon known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. A collection of marine debris and trash located between the US and Japan, the patch spans an area of approximately 1.6 million square kilometers, or roughly 2,000 times the size of Singapore. Contrary to popular belief, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch consists of two main components, namely the western and eastern garbage patches. These are formed by rotating ocean currents called the North Pacific subtropical gyres, which trap and concentrate marine debris in the area between North America and East Asia. To better illustrate how this works, let's look at this type of water. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch contains an estimated 100,000 tons of plastic. Here we have the four most common microplastics found in the garbage patch: fishing nets, ropes, containers, bottles. So these make up 92% of the total mass of debris, with the remaining 8% made up of microplastics. So when you add it all together, you drop it in, and then you stir it. That's basically how it forms the two ocean currents, which make up the two gyres, hence becoming collectively known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now I'll be going through the three different causes of the debris. First is the tsunami that hit Japan. The Japanese government has estimated that about 20 million tons were washed up to the sea. As you can see on the visual, there's a high concentration of the debris around the same place as the Eastern Pacific patch. This is mainly due to the tsunami that affected. Next up, the garbage patch is 100% polluted with plastics from all the neighboring countries, such as Japan and China. Nearly half of the plastic debris were produced in the 20th century, with the oldest dating back to the 1960s, suggesting that old plastics still affect the climate today. This is due to their polymer composition that makes it buoyant, durable, and resistant to degradation, and explaining the dominance to the floating debris.
For decades, China was the world's plastic waste dumping ground. From 1990s to 2018, China imported 45% of all global plastic waste. That's 8 million tons annually from over 90 countries. Chinese processors turned trash into new products with cheap labor. However, municipal solid waste was being dumped dangerously everywhere, reaching 75 million tons by 2005. China said enough and banned plastic waste imports at the end of 2017, forcing the world to deal with its own garbage. To tackle domestic waste, China built innovative solutions. The world's largest waste-to-energy plant, Shanghai's Laogang Center, now processes 2.7 million tons annually while generating 1.5 billion kilowatt-hours of power. Meanwhile, Shantong's chemical recycling plant uses advanced pyrolysis technology to convert waste plastic into 30,000 tons of oil annually, generating $30 million in returns.
Okay, with that being said, our world is facing a severe plastic waste crisis, with the Great Pacific Garbage Patch showing how unmanaged waste harms our ocean. And this highlights the urgent needs for sustainable natural waste policies. And in Singapore, the integrated waste management system promotes the 3R, namely the reduce, reuse, and recycle, supported by incinerations and waste-to-energy plans to cut landfill use. However, challenges still remain, as there's always only 4 out of 10 plastic items are recycled. Even though the nation generates 1.5 million tons of plastic waste each year, Singapore's aim to reach a 90% recycling rate by 2030. And to achieve this, advanced technologies like mechanical and chemical recycling are being used to turn waste into reusable materials. And for example, projects such as the Tuas Neighbours and gasification at Garden by the Bay reflect Singapore's commitment to sustainability, recovering resources, generating energy, and reducing environmental impact. So in short, while plastic waste is a global challenge, Singapore's technology and long-term planning make it a strong model for sustainable waste management. Thank you.
Singapore's Zero Waste Master Plan aims to raise our recycling rate by 70% and cut our landfill waste by 30% by 2030. But progress has been uneven. Overall recycling rate fell from 59% in 2019 to 52% in 2020. To meet our goals, we want to focus on 2 key strategies. First, maximizing mechanical recycling. This means better facilities to sort and process waste, more collection points like recycling kiosks, and prioritizing cost-effective recycling of materials such as paper, plastic, and metals. This reduces waste, saves resources, and creates more job opportunities. Next, making use of WTE plants. These incinerate non-recyclable waste, shrinking its volume by up to 90% while generating electricity. This relieves pressure on Singapore landfill and extend its lifespan. We'll also be able to reduce harmful methane and greenhouse gas emissions and boost our local economy even further. Together, these strategies bring us closer to a much cleaner, greener, and more sustainable Singapore for future.